Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in just in an absolute freefall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You don't know no better.
On second down now, it's Moss. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the former first overall selection, Eric Fisher. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Darnold. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. I'm coming for you.
Third and long, it's Darnold. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Touchdown, Chiefs. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Set the tone, defense.
Now Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down,
Mike, 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Washington's got it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch the left, watch the left. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
We want it, 'cause
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On second down, it's Moss. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
Tighten up. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That's on the former Army Ranger, Alejandro Villanueva. On 2nd down, Darnold. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Darnold. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They run with Connor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come this way, here we go.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Connor, oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts.
Yeah.
All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the carry, Thompson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Third and 2, Darnold. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. And that's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught inside the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now it's Darnold.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Darnold. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Darnold on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you've got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. On first down, it's Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Again, it's Connor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Connor. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, Mike
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So possession goes over here on the punt. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Let's go. Mike 54. Get that quarterback.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
54, right there. 54.
Now Connor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Offense.
That's David DeCastro, the former Stanford Cardinal, with a penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go, Spurs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fun. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Moss. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got him. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. Complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now Darnold. And his pass incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. That'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Darnold now to throw, and he finds McDonald. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, it's Darnold. Complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. 3rd and 2, Darnold. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to throw, Darnold. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Darnold from the red zone now. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it 24-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Moss, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, it's Moss. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They hand off to their big tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Darnold. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Marcus Cannon, the guilty party there. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. On deck, punk.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, baby, boom.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Chiefs, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.